Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Napier, he's checked in for Miami. Miami's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. It's stolen by Jack. Oh, and here we go. Jack heading to the hoop. And that time, also a missed shot. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the basket by Wade.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Jack. Passes to Teletovic. And there's the call on Bosch. That'll be his second foul of the game. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Napier. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
And as we conclude the... Here's Miami now. We got Haslam. Rush out there with Beasley. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Smith in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Now, here is Morris. He's guarded closer and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And it's Wade in the corner. Tang dishes to Whiteside. It's tipped. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. It's blocked.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Morris with the ball. And Anderson has it in the corner. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now Whiteside. Here's Dang. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Bogdanovich, know what?
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up. This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
You know, sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. I think they'd have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Heat. Napier comes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Napier, defended by Anderson. Puts one up from 19, and it's Miami with another. And you look at the players around the league who've dealt with serious injuries over their careers, and then, Steve, been able to return. Such a great boost to the league.
Yeah, no doubt, especially injuries that would be career-ending. Now players can often return to near 100%. You know, you never want to go under the knife, but if it's that or hang them up for good, the choice is easy.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
The Nets were poised, Steve, to make a run at things last year, but when you lose someone like Brook Lopez in the middle who meant so much and a lot of the offense was going through him like they did, you know, that gets very, very difficult.
Yeah, especially the way Brook was playing. But the Nets adapted to life without Brook. They played smaller, and they really developed an effective offense and found success later in the year without Brook Lopez. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, like that. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And, you know, for a moment there, the Nets looked shell-shocked when they lost Brook Lopez to injury, but actually did a nice job, an admirable job, regrouping, and that's not always easy to do, folks.
It's tipped. Stolen by Bosch. The dish to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, when Lopez went down last year, I thought the Nets did a really good job of stepping in for him, covering up the holes, and kind of recreating their offense. And, of course, it's easier to do when you've got the number of perimeter star players that Brooklyn has.
Now the pass to Bogdanovich.
You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Napier. And the Heat, another three.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now, thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Here's Morris. And Napier pulls it down.
He was right up tight on him on that attempt. Terrific D to throw off the shot.
And he did it without making too much contact and getting the officials' attention either. They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up.
Dwayne, you had a